it's Tommy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're finishing off my Polly Pocket series with one final classic Polly Pocket style house. This is like the compact version that I keep talking about. Haven't done one in a while and I definitely have not done one without custom content. So I wanted to go back and do one, and this is actually another toy that I used to own when I was a kid. So I figured that would be a really good way to close out the series, kind of give myself a break for a little while and maybe start something new and then possibly come back to this at a later point in time. A lot of people really like these, and I appreciate the support I've gotten on this so far, more than you will know, because they take me a really long time to do, most of them, and so, but I still need a break, you know what I mean? So I am going to do that and probably come back to this at a later point in time, but for now, I think we've done enough of them and we should probably take a step back. But I wanted to close this series out with something that I loved, and this was like, remember yesterday how I said that house, that Polly Pocket house, was like the version that I remembered as a kid? Well, this is the version of the compact form that I remember as a kid. And when I saw photos of it, I knew right away that I used to own it. So I knew I wanted to build it. I believe what it's actually called is Starry Night Party Night or something to that extent. And it's supposed to be kind of like a city high, well, I mean, I guess this is my interpretation of it, but it's supposed to be kind of like a city nighttime party set. I figured the best place to build it would obviously be in the city. I did have to make it a little bit bigger than my other ones just because it has 3 floors, so I knew right away that it was supposed to be a little bit larger than some of the other ones. And I really went out of my way to use like a ton of decorations, balloons, party streamers, hats, and stuff like that to give it that like really party feel. I've really used a lot of different lighting to make this place look amazing at nighttime, because I think that's how it's supposed to look. So I put lights everywhere, and at the end of the build I actually go in and turn the lights off or make it nighttime and then put lights literally all over the place so that it looks bright and festive and so beautiful at nighttime. I'm very happy with it. I hope you enjoy it. It is available on the gallery under my origin ID, theallegedsimmer, and it is the only Polly Pocket compact house that I've built so far without custom content. So those of you who do not use custom content, this one is for you. While you're watching this build, it's probably Saturday. Maybe I uploaded this on Sunday. I can never decide between Saturday and Sunday, but I'm actually probably currently at the Ed Sheeran concert. I cannot even tell you guys how excited I am for this concert. I've been waiting my entire life to see Ed Sheeran, not to be dramatic or anything, but he got really popular when I was probably like 13, and I'm not one of those people that claims to have known him before like the A-Team came out, because that was the song that really like launched him into mainstream media. But when I heard the song, I just knew that he was going to be an artist that I was going to love for the rest of my life. And I used to do this thing that when I became obsessed with an artist, I really became obsessed with them, and I would download all of their albums and then memorize all of their songs as much as I possibly could. So I did that. I did exactly that. I downloaded everything that he had ever made, and I would sit in my room for hours and just listen to his music and memorize it. And I spray painted some of his lyrics on my wall. And he, to me, just represents like the very like stereotypical person that I would turn to get me away from the problems in my life. And when I was alone, I would listen to him. When I was like going through hard times, I would listen to him. And he was somebody that like really helped me through some really crazy stuff that I went through when I was young. Like I've not had a very good upbringing or life. It has not been an easy one for me. And his music helped me in so many ways. And it's something that's stuck with me and been consistent through my entire life. Like so many things in my life have changed. I don't even speak to most of the people that I spoke with in the earlier parts of my life, and I moved completely out of state from where I was. Like I don't see a lot of my family anymore, but one thing that has always remained consistent in my life is my love for Ed Sheeran. So when I heard, obviously there's been plenty of opportunities for me to go see him in concert. Well, not necessarily, because I could never afford tickets, but I knew when I got older that it was something I was going to do at some point. But the problem with Ed Sheeran and many other artists that are currently like touring is that people will buy entire chunks of the stadium out whenever they announce a tour, and they will go ahead and they will go ahead and repost those tickets through Ticketmaster even, so that you think that it's legitimate. It is legitimate, but it's not fair. And they'll take these tickets that they paid $150, $200 for, and they'll sell them for $600, $700, $1,000 because people will pay that. And I have never been able to get a hold of a set of tickets for Ed Sheeran because I've never had the money to pay $600, $700, $1,000. I remember he was literally coming probably like an hour away from my house 2 years ago. And when I heard about it, I immediately looked up tickets, and the cheapest ticket that I could find for one person, and of course I'm going to go with Nate, was $450. And the seats were horrible. And then seats that were like even further away, it were in the thousands. And I was just like, oh my God, I didn't know Ed Sheeran charged so much money for his tickets. I'm never going to get to see him in my lifetime. Like, I'm never going to have that kind of money. But come to find out, it's not Ed. It's not his fault. It's just people who are horrible and they know they can maximize their money. So they buy up large parts of the arena and they'll resell them for maximum price. And so to kind of combat that, about a year ago, he posted on his like website, he has a website, that he was going to be letting people who were a part of his fan club buy tickets a day early. And that was supposed to be a way that would stop this from happening, stop the scalpers from buying all the tickets up. And the system was a lottery. So if you signed up, you were not guaranteed that you were going to be able to purchase a ticket, but it was a good possibility. So what they do is they kind of raffle off these codes. And if you get a code, you can go on and buy a ticket the day early. So I was ecstatic to even have an opportunity to purchase a ticket for him. And so I put my name in, and I was already a part of the fan club, by the way. So I got the email and I was like, oh my God, this is it. Like, I saw the email. I get so many emails. Like, I miss emails all the time. But for me to see this email, I was like, it's fate. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get these tickets. And my sister has actually been through this process before because she goes to see like Harry Styles, Niall Horan. I don't really know if I'm saying their names right, but they kind of have similar systems because they have similar problems in their market. And so she told me that every time she's ever like signed up for one of those raffles, she has gotten a code to buy a ticket before. So I was really, 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 really positive about the situation. I was like, I'm going to get it. I know I'm going to get it. And so the day comes and they say that they send a text message to my phone and it says, at this time, you're going to get a code or you're not going to get a code. So the time comes around and I get a code and I was like, oh my God. And I told myself that it didn't matter what the tickets costed because I knew at that point that it was fate and I was supposed to have them. Like, all the stars aligned for me, basically. So it did not matter how much they cost at that point, which I guess is like besides the entire point. But so I go on and I know that I probably am one of thousands of people who have just received a raffle and I need to be quick and purchase something as fast as I possibly can. So I went on and I selected, like, there was 3 tiers. There was, like, the best seats you can possibly get, the second best seats you can possibly get, or I don't care what kind of, sorry, that was my computer, or I don't care what kind of seats I get. So I picked second best seats you could possibly get because I really was not trying to pay $600 a ticket. So they auto match me with 2 seats that are in row 9. And I was like, you're kidding, row 9? And the total was like $275 for the 2 tickets or something like that. And I never purchased anything so fast in my life. Later, I kind of regretted not picking as close as I can possibly get, like, or the best seats that I can possibly get, because I just assumed that they were going to be out of my price range. So I didn't go for it. And then by the time I had been given the seats that I had been given, I didn't want to back out of the transaction and risk losing the seats and then like not getting to go at all just because I was being greedy. So looking back, I would have picked top tier. I'm going to this concert on Saturday. It's probably Saturday when you're seeing this video. I've never seen him before. I'm probably going to cry. I'm in row 9, but it's like row 9 off to the side, or I'm in row 2 off to the side and seat 9. I don't exactly remember. I know there's a 9 in there. I know I'm very close because I looked up the stadium where I'm going and my seat, and I'm very close. And I could not be more excited because I really didn't pay like an arm and a leg for these tickets. And this will be my first concert going to like a big stadium. Like, I've been to concerts that are obviously like on stages, but this is going to be the biggest concert I've ever gone to. So it's like a whole huge experience for me. And it'll also be the first time that I'll be in mass for a long period of time. Like, I've never hung out there or like gone in for anything or stayed there. So it's going to be an experience. I'm going to vlog the whole thing. I'm going to put it over on my personal channel. I actually have a Racing Madness vlog already edited and going up on probably Friday. So, yeah, that'll be coming out probably in the next week or so, and I can't wait. I don't even know what to wear, because it's Ed Sheeran. So, do I wear something very summery and kind of just like casual, breezy, flowy, but it's like a concert, so you kind of want to like dress up a little bit, you know? I don't know what to wear. I'm gonna go through like 10 million outfits tonight and try and figure out what I want to do. And let me know, comment down below. I got a comment in my last video actually that somebody has gone to see Ed Sheeran and loved it. Comment down below if you have seen him before in concert and what you thought, because I've actually gone to like concerts before for somebody who I went to go see was Eric Church. And Eric Church is like probably my favorite country singer, or if not like one of the top 2 or 3. And he was awful in concert. Like, you could tell he did not want to be there. And I felt like he was lip singing, and I had a miserable time. It was like, I was so disappointed. So like, just because somebody is an amazing artist does not mean that their concerts are going to be good. And so I was actually really happy to hear that the person who commented told me that they had an amazing time and it was so good, and they cried too, and I can so relate to that in every capacity, because I already know that that's what's going to happen to me. Actually, if you've never gone to see Ed, why don't you just comment down below and let me know who you've seen in concert or what your favorite concert that you've been to was. I've also been to quite a few country concerts. I've been to Tim McGraw, Big and Rich, and I went to Warped Tour in 2014, and I was supposed to go again in 2015, but I ended up getting a job, and my boss told me I could not have the day off, even though I already had a ticket, and I cried in my room, and I was miserable. But yeah, let me know what concerts you've been to and what was your favorite. I would love to talk about that with you guys in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of this series, and which one was your favorite house out of all of the ones that I've built, or the Disney castles. You can pick your favorite. Let me know. Thank you so much to Rockman Balboa for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Welcome to my channel. And don't forget, this is available for download on the gallery under my origin ID, theallegedsimmer, all one word. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon below to turn on post notifications so you can get updated every single time that I post, and check out my personal channel. And I will talk to you all in the next one.